There are a bunch of fossils to find on your adventure in the underground world of Donkey Kong Bananza, and in the Groove layer, you need the fossils to buy different colored furs for DK. So let's go over where to find all 30 fossils in the Groove layer. But first, a quick spoiler warning that we're covering a layer pretty late into the game, so spoilers are about. If you're avoiding spoilers for Donkey Kong Bananza, maybe come back to this guide later. Like several smaller layers before it, the Groove layer only has common fossils. These are alt-color beavers. To start, let's take a look at the map of this layer, with all 30 fossils already marked. The first time you're progressing through the Groove layer, you're likely to spot many fossils that you can't actually obtain until you progress through the story of the layer. So let's run through the fossils of the layer in the order you're most likely to obtain them. The first fossil is at the top of Jail Hall, in the room with the explosive gold blocks. Throw one at the concrete wall in the back to get the fossil. One fossil is above the doorway to the disco hall. There were two fossils in the disco getaway, one found behind the getaway itself, and one up on the ceiling. You could probably throw a chunk to get it, but I didn't grab this one until I had access to Snake Bonanza again. One fossil is outside the VIP room on the balcony. One fossil is in the Beat Source room, down the left hallway of Disco Hall. The fossil is stuck to a concrete pillar near the Terror Voider. Two fossils are in the Bass Source, near the harp that changes rubber to gold. One is stuck to a gold pillar, and one is stuck to a rubber pillar, so you'll have to make it gold. 2 more fossils are found in the tunnel as you lead the base source back to the disco hall. One is stuck to rubber, so you'll have to strike the harp so you can grab it. And the other is stuck to a concrete pillar, so grab some gold and break the pillar. Two more fossils are in the central disco hall, accessible after you gain access to the harp. One is attached to a fractone, and the other is in the ground near the center of the room. One fossil is found below the disco hall, stuck to a disco ball. You can grab the nearby gold fractone to throw chunks to obtain it. One fossil is near the entrance to the disco hall, stuck to a pillar of gold or rubber. You can only enter this room after gaining access to the harp. Four fossils are down the path to the melody source. One is right at the start. Two are on the right side of the hallway. And the last one is behind the final wall on the left, behind the enemy. Two more fossils are at the end of the Melody Source Hall, and require the Terror Voider to be destroyed to obtain. One is on a concrete pillar, and the other is on a concrete wall. Another two fossils are found in the tunnel as you lead the Melody Source back to Disco Hall. The first is under the water just as you drop down from the source room. The second is on the right side of the tunnel further in. One fossil is in the room with the warp gong.
Aim. Good one.
One fossil is stuck to a concrete fractone in the fossil museum. One fossil is at the very top of the disco hall. This is easiest to obtain once you're able to use Snake Bonanza again. One fossil is found above the shops. You can grab chunks off the fractones to throw at it and get the fossil.
Focus.
Two fossils are in the room behind DK's prison cell. One on the right, and one more up on the ledge, which you can easily reach with the Snake Bananza. The final two fossils are in a cave under the Disco Hall. The first is just below the barrel cannon under the Disco Hall.
What an adventure! Nice!
The final fossil is further in the tunnel down below the Disco Hall, buried in the gravel around the bombs. And there you have it, all 30 fossils in the Groove layer. With all of these obtained, you can empty out the clothing shop in Disco Hall, though again, this one only has different colors for DK. If you're having trouble finding fossils, I recommend stopping by the stuff shop to buy a fossil map for the layer, as each one will mark a fossil location on your map. For more on Donkey Kong Bananza, including more guide videos and our ever-expanding in-depth wiki pages, keep it locked to IGN.